Leo, when we go back to those, prospects challenge and the flights in the Sabres preseason, you're working to get to this point, to get to the playoffs. What does it now feel like to be here?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think, the guys work really hard to put us in this spot. Now with that being said, it's great, but like you got to turn the page, and it's a different season. It's a new challenge for our guys, and I think everybody's excited. Had a really good week of practice. We're playing against a really good team that does some things where it makes it difficult on you. So I'm just excited to watch our group play. I think everybody's excited. Just be ready to go tonight.
Expect from Syracuse, having seen them 12 times this year?
They're big, they're heavy, they defend really well. I think they were first in the league in goals against. They make it really hard on you. They don't give you odd man rushes. They're really sound structurally, and then they also got some guys that could really hurt you. I think he's a top player in the league. I mean, he's won 2 Stanley Cups. They got a lot of guys that are just really good players in this league, old vets that have played in a lot of playoff games. They know what it's like, and they got here by their team defense. I mean, they don't need to score 4 or 5 goals to beat you, and they make it really hard on you. So it's a big test for our group.
Off base one, but is their biggest strength their experience? Like you mentioned, Sheary's been to the top of the mountain twice. Pouliot's been around a long time. Halverson, similar to Housecat, journeyman who found his way into a starter's role in the AHL. Those are the things you can't really teach.
I would say that, but more for me, it's more like they play the same way all the time. They don't got to change their game. They're comfortable playing in 3-2, 2-1 games, and they win a lot of those games. I mean, they were probably one of the best teams in the league down the stretch, because ultimately, I believe your team defense, usually the teams that are standing at the end are the ones that keep pucks out of your net, and they do a really good job of that, and they're comfortable playing in those tight, checking, physical games, and they also got guys, like I said, that could hurt you, but they got guys that, to your point, have been there, have played a lot of playoff games. I mean, there's no one in the league that has more playoff experience than a guy that's won 2 Stanley Cups. I mean, the guy's been around. He's a great player, so we're going to have to key in on him and know when he's on the ice. If you look at the games we've played and the games we've lost to him, he's a huge part of their team and their success, so it's really making sure when you're out there against him, you got to know when he's on the ice, and he can make things happen with very little time and space.
You cited that you guys had a good week of practice. Before the season ended, 4 players from Buffalo returned here. Did practice play a role this week in determining who was going to earn a lineup spot? I imagine you had some pretty difficult decisions.
A little bit. I think it gets too much talk. To be honest, yeah, you get those guys down and it's great, but you also have the guys that have been here all year. We're not here where we're at without those depth guys, and it's great that we got these guys back. They're really good players, but it just doesn't mean you're going to show up and win games because those guys are back. You sure get Cooley, Cozy, Rosie, Oslin back. That's great, but they also have to play well and compete. I think that it's a little, getting these guys back and all the talk. That's great, but it's a new season and they got to perform. They got to play well. Decision today is a little easier. Wally's going to be out. He's sick, so he's not playing tonight. So. The decision really wasn't that difficult up front. We got guys slotted where we think they've played together most of the season, our line combination, so feel comfortable with it. It's just making sure we get off to a really good start and we play fast and we play direct, and there's going to be a lot of probably adrenaline, and you got to play with poise and composure, and you just got to go out there and play.
More for me. Talking about the decisions with the lineup, just to double down on it with the centers, I know we spoke with you earlier in the week about how difficult that was to decide. What were kind of your determinations there on the 4 guys in the middle?
best defensive centers. I think those guys are, you know, you look at Cooley's played first line center in the NHL for, 60 games, so he's going to play the middle. Oz has been arguably the best center in the league for the second half of the season. He's going to play the middle. Kozak played fourth line in the NHL, and I think he's one of the best defensive centers in our league. And Dunner's game, I think he's another one. I think he's the best, in my opinion, one of the best 200-foot centers we have. So I feel fully comfortable with those guys playing the middle.